Welcome to Red Dead Redemption World. Yo, what's up, guys? Thanks for checking out the episode. I'm RJ. Today we're going to look at the very first theme park designed entirely after the Red Dead Redemption series, and it's all here. You walk into the park, and you first get to Blackwater, which features a carousel, a very popular ride. Just down the road, you can find the New Austin Station. Armadillo has an extremely popular ride as well. Tumbleweed, Strawberry features the Mount Shann roller coaster. We're going to ride that in a moment. Down the road, you can find Valentine. It's got a couple rides here, including the Donner Falls Log Flume Rapids. We're going to ride that later on in the episode. And you can also find Saint Denis with the Arthur's Wheel of Destiny. Now, I'm going to have a separate video where we look at every nook and cranny of the park, go on the train ride, everything. But in today's episode, we're going to ride the Donner Falls River Rapids and the Mount Shann Mystery Train. So here it is. It's a roller coaster that goes all around Mount Shann. It also takes you into the Lake Isabella area. You can get a shot of the springs. And, you know, this kind of represents, what is that, Oak Craig's Run. And here is the entrance to the ride. So here's the queue. Get on through the back section of Strawberry. Let's go ahead and see if we can find the train, and then we'll get on. It's the main lift hill. Also got some music that plays along. Where is it? And, of course, there's a big surprise. Oh, it's going down the drop there. So that is the final drop in the coaster. And there's a little bit of a surprise at the peak of Mount Shann. So it's coming around. Now, it is a pretty extreme coaster, I gotta say. I don't know if any of you guys like roller coasters, but this one would be very fun. Comes by the back section of this one's Lenny's Risky Roulette. And then here we go. Back into the loading dock, but we're gonna get on board. Once again, make sure to stay tuned. We're gonna have another episode showing off the entire park. We got Red Dead Redemption World. I want to give a massive shout out to the entire Trippy fam, everybody in the community who has helped out. It's taken a lot of time, many hours were put into this park, and we did everything live. If you hit the notification bell, we will be making more parks. You can join up and help as well. Maybe a Grand Theft Auto park will be next. Okay, let's get on board. So I'm going to go ahead and change it up to the view where we can get right there at the front, not the wing. We'll go front bumper, and away we go. This one does not feature any upside down sections, you know, no inversions. So hopefully we won't get anybody too motion sickness. Now I will say it also has very good ratings. At first, you know, it took me a while to tinker with. I think at first, you know, I was putting a little bit too much G-forces in there, but now it's good to go. Got the windmill at the start, and going right up the first lift hill. This one goes a little bit quick. I made a slower lift hill towards the end, you know, to add to the suspense. But this one gets you going right off the bat. A little bit of a cruise. Then you go to the first drop, which kind of takes you through a slalom through some trees. Great views. You can see the water ride from here. And away we go. This ride has two main sections. The first one really gets going right here. Some good bunny hills. Also takes you by the Lake Isabella area. You can sometimes see the train coming by. You get plenty of airtime going through here. Oh yeah. Couple more bunny hops. And then we go to the first break section. Great view of the snowy region to the right. You know, we don't have the entire area of the Red Dead Redemption 2 map to work with. So of course we got to put some things a little bit closer, but it does make for excellent views from the ride. Here we go. The rise to the peak of Mount Shann. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a UFO, you know, that fit the mountain, but I did find something else that I thought made for a great grand finale. Into a cave. Hopefully there's no cougars in here. Safe. This is really just a nice cruise until you get to that final speed section. Good view, the springs area to the left. Going up to the top. Much slower lift hill here. See a bird flying around. Very realistic. This, of course, is Planet Coaster. They have the brand new console edition. I highly recommend it. But there it is. Aliens waiting for you at the top, blasting away. There's no turning back now. We're going down. As you can see, it has a pretty good drop with a bunny hill in the cave. To another massive drop. Really getting some speed as you come around the corner. You get lucky, maybe you can see the train coming by sometimes when you ride this roller coaster. One more drop into the final brake run. There it is, man. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the very first Mount Shann roller coaster. I have to say, it's pretty epic, and we definitely spent a lot of time making it. I'm a huge fan of theme parks. If you guys have ever been to Animal Kingdom in Florida, of course Disney World, they have a Mount Everest roller coaster, and that one influenced this one a lot. I think Everest, if you ever go on that one, might feel a little bit like a Mount Shann roller coaster. But there it is. You got Amish's tent back here with the geysers flowing. Pretty cool roller coaster. And next to it, we got the Donner Falls River Rapids. You guys ready for that one? You can even see the aliens on top of Mount Shann from here. I got my seatbelt on. You can see the drop to the right. If you haven't rode this before, you'll get those butterflies in anticipation. So it starts off with a cave. A nice, chillaxing boat ride. You know, that's how a log flume is meant to be. Relaxing at the beginning, but then it gets terrifying. So if you're lucky, sometimes you'll see the train pass by. Oh, there goes the roller coaster. That is so sweet. Kind of wish this theme park really existed. Maybe when Rockstar sells enough shark cards and enough gold cards, they can actually afford to buy their own theme park, or at least make one. So there's the final drop. When you come out of the cave, you got that reveal of the final drop. You know, that is definitely going to get you nervous. Might be getting some treasure at the end of the ride. And then at the top, might be able to see some explosions up there. By the way, you are going to get soaked on this one. Also, if you look straight out ahead, that is Mount Hagen. So you got Mount Shann to the left, then Mount Hagen. See the train tracks, roller coaster tracks, and we're going up the first lift hill. So it's going to start off pretty peaceful. Couple lift hills, watching people fall, screaming for their life. Oh, there's the train to the right. Saint Denis. And then the first sign of trouble. You can see that skull in the rock. You know, it's not too obvious, but if you look hard enough, I think the guests will be able to make out that that is indeed a skull. Now, if you remember the part of the storyline where Arthur and Dutch have to jump off, you know, what is it? You can't fight gravity, whatever spiel he goes on about. So that's a big influence, you know, kind of inspires the Donner River Rapids ride here. Skull doesn't look good. We'll have plenty of people shooting at us, explosions, everything that makes up a good log flume ride. But at least at first, not too bad. Hanging out, you can see the glacier. Mount Hagen. But wait, do you hear something? What's that? In the distance, you can see somebody shooting at us. So right off the bat, we got bandits coming after us. Luckily, he can't hit the broadside of a barn, so we're good. So we're coming up on the first drop. We're going to have two major splashdowns in the ride. And the first one is right up ahead. You get this little bit of a drop here. You can see Mexico or whatever the heck that is in the distance. A lot of explosions probably could be heard at this point. And here it is, the first drop of the Donner River Rapids ride. We're going down. Whoa! And we are soaked. Granted, I think, you know, the weather in most of Red Dead Redemption, pretty hot. So I think people are going to want to be soaked. You can see people going up that lift hill. Pretty cool view of Saint Denis back here. Now this is meant to be a camp from Red Dead Online. It's got the flag. A couple of people hanging out near the fire. There's a stew pot in there. Also a shipwreck here to the left. So once you get through that first intense part, then once again you're just kind of hanging out, having a good time, enjoying the scenery. You can see the tumbleweed hangman in the distance as well. There's a gazebo on the backside of Saint Denis. A ship out here in the water. Also, there's one more animatronic. It's kind of hard to see. He's in that shadowy area. But he's just kicking it right there. Backside of the camp. To the left, you got the queue for the Arthur's Wheel of Destiny ride. People love it. Back view, so you got two different lift hills here. Got the one in the distance. That's going to lead, to the finale of the ride. You can see people going up right now. But we're going up this lift hill. We're going to go into another cave. I think we'll have another guy shooting at us. It'll lead to a pretty cool drop. Going up. Right into the sun. Truly Red Dead Redemption style. Now, I'm a big fan of the entire Red Dead series, from Red Dead Revolver, Red Dead Redemption 1, and I think Red Dead Redemption 2 has taken the series, to that status that is definitely worthy of a theme park. But let me know what you think. You have a guy shooting at us from the shadow. The final section goes right above us, so we're going to go into the cave. The cave will even open up. You can look up and see that final section. Haha, you missed. This is also one of the best parts of the ride. Once we get outside the cave, we're going to get dropped right underneath the train bridge. Then we'll swoop by roads. You can see one dude up there, another section of the track. And then here's the drop. This is one of the best views in the entire map. You can see tumbleweed in the distance. Sometimes you got that ride going on, so you see people swinging. Blackwater out there, the paddle boats, Flatiron Lake. But once you get that reveal, then you're getting dropped. Here we go. Chelonia! Oh, as the train crosses. Coming by roads. The hot air balloon ride. How cool would that be? So to the right, this is supposed to be Serpent Mound. Really hard to tell. Something falls here at Trippy HQ, don't mind that. But yeah, the next video I'll make sure to show that off. Also, if you guys have been to Oak Craig's Run, you got that big cliff that kind of overhangs everything. Once we held a hobo fight night there, so we had to include it in the park. We're going right under, going by Saint Denis, the Arthur's Wheel of Destiny, big tower. You can see another paddle boat. We're also passing by the Saint Denis train station, right there. And here we go. The grand finale, the final lift hill. We'll have explosions, another guy shooting at us. But we will escape and go to the thrilling conclusion. The final drop is a doozy. Going up. And in the next video, we'll ride the train. It's really not all that long, but it does circle around the entire Red Dead world. Mount Shann out there. You can see into Mexico. There goes the tumbleweed hangman. I could never do that. All the way to the tippy top. There's the last drop. That is going to be a huge splashdown. And here we go. Cannons blasting off. Some dude shooting at us right here. Now you can see the explosions. And I think at this point you would definitely smell them. You'd have that smell of sulfur in the air. So with everybody shooting at you, at this point just, firing cannons at you. And then coming around the bend to see the massive explosions, you got no other choice but to jump off from the top of the waterfall. And this is the end of the ride. No turning back now. You can't fight gravity. You might as well join Chelonia. Another one of the best views in the entire park. I would ride this thing over and over again. And somebody who has rode many different log flume rides and just thrill rides in general, I could say that IRL, this thing would be amazing. Here we go. Oh yeah, we got the double drop. First dip onto the final splashdown. You are soaked, but you survived. And you're rewarded with some treasure. Oh yeah, plenty of treasure hidden around Donner Falls. And we found some. So much like any good log flume ride, once you get that intense, terrifying ending, just a nice, calm ride into the load bay to get out and probably go grab a slushie. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the park. Make sure to watch part 2. We'll have the train ride. I'll show you all the towns. We got a lot of Red Dead Redemption 2 represented within Red Dead Redemption World. But you never know what we're going to do next. Maybe one day we can even visit Red Dead World in real life. So once again, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the like button. I'll have a link in the description to part 2. And as always, guys, make sure to stay trippy, my friends. Y'all come back now, you hear?